My name is Megan Oglesby. I'm from High Point, North Carolina, born and raised, and I am the principal manager, principal owner with these guys. Megan actually started this venture and reeled us in as well.
We grew up playing soccer. It's always been a passion.
Soccer's it's a great way to bring people together. It's the only sport in the world that's played in every country in the world. When I found out about this effort to bring pro soccer to the Triad, to the Carolina Core, I was a little skeptical at first. I was curious if it would actually work, and there were some studies that were done that said that it could be supported. And then MLS Next Pro announced that they were inviting independent teams into the league, and that's when it all kind of came together. It was like, wow, we could really make a difference in our community through the vehicle of soccer.
It was something where we've all been engaged in our community, in the High Point community that we so dearly love, and this was another great way to bring people together and just to kind of boost our community.
People who know me know that once I get behind an idea, I do everything I can to make it happen, which usually involves pulling in people who know what they're doing and that have different resources.
I always thought that professional sports as a business was super interesting. Megan had asked me to consult with her on a few things. My background is in finance, related to the team, and I just became super interested in it and asked if we could be a part of it. She's such a good leader that she tends to attract more good leaders.
I remember having this board meeting at Congdon Yards where all the MLS folks had flown in. We've got a presentation for them. I remember having this conversation with kind of this internal team that we have built, saying we've got this. Like we've done it. We've actually presented a really compelling argument to MLS to say that we could be a franchise in MLS Next Pro that everybody else looks at. We could be the blueprint for everybody else to follow as independent teams start to become more prominent in this league.
Both Ryan and I have spent a lot of time in the High Point community, being that we've moved our offices there, so it was a bit of a natural extension of being a part of an organization that was very much tied into the community and also connected to the sport of soccer, which let's just say I spent countless hours on the sideline since my kids were like 3 years old, so it ended up being a pretty natural fit.
When Alex brought it and brought it forward and said, hey, I think this is really going to happen. And when he said, hey, this is really catching fire, I said, well, I want to be a part of it. How can we be a part of it?
Chase and I both grew up in sports, and we have 4 young children that are in sports and have seen personally the impact that sport can have on the youth in our community, and wanting to invest and bring about momentum in our community to better the lives of as many youth as possible. We've been involved in other initiatives here in the core as it relates to youth soccer, and this just seemed like the next big step for us.
One of the ways that we're excited for CCFC to impact the community is along the lines of bringing more action downtown, giving us more opportunities, more things to do downtown High Point, but also the realization that the community needs something to tie us all together. A professional sports team has a spirit about it, and it allows the core itself to really get behind something and unify.
One of the things that has always been present within the Piedmont Triad is this notion of High Point, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, the sometimes sibling rivalry that occurs between those areas. This is about the core of the Carolinas. This could be something that people could latch onto and bring us together as opposed to creating the rivalry was pretty important.
We named the team Carolina Core FC for a reason, because it's not just about High Point, it's about the whole region. If you think about the most successful teams out there, whether it's a first team or a next pro team or a AAA baseball team, the most successful teams are owned by the community. Carolina Core FC is not about us. It's about the community and our fans and what do they want to see.
Soccer does this amazing thing where it brings people from all backgrounds. It brings people from all education levels, from all income levels, to be able to enjoy a sport that we all get. And I think Megan's been very deliberate, and I think the ownership group has been very deliberate to make sure that this game is not for just a subsection of the population, it's for everybody.
I feel like it's our responsibility to give back to the community and to make sure that we are sharing our blessings. So part of the reason why I decided to jump all in with the soccer thing is because I feel like our community deserves this. So this is one avenue that we can do that.